Here is a quick explainer on how to do voice messages on the LinkedIn mobile app. Now you can't send these on desktop, although you can listen back to them. I've got an example account I'm looking at Lois's. If I tap the message button on mobile, that will take me into the direct message stream. Normally I would tap into the write a message field and then I could write a message. But if I want to send a voice note, there are a couple of ways of doing this. I can either tap and hold this microphone to the right of the write a message field. So let's do that. I'm now recording a message and I've got up to 60 seconds to record this message, and I'm going to let that go out as it normally would, because at the end of this you will see that the visual display changes. So let's speed this up a bit. Okay, we're getting to the end of that, and in a couple of seconds you'll see the display change to say that we've only got 5 seconds. There it is, and I'm going to let my finger go, and that voice note appears in the stream. That's for both of us to listen to. Slightly easier way of doing it is just to tap once on the microphone icon, and that just replaces the keyboard with a much bigger hit area for recording a message. And again, I'm going to tap and hold this, and I'm going to record a second message. And that's another important consideration, is that even though there's an arbitrary 1-minute limit for these voice notes, there's no limit on the number of voice notes that you can send to others, and so you can stack them and send as many as you want. Now, when you send voice notes, you can't then forward those voice notes to anyone else. You can't save them out from LinkedIn, so that makes them reasonably secure, and I guess proves to the other person that you're sending something that is only to them, because you can't automate these to be sent to lots of people at once. The display of the screen at the bottom is different from the way it was on the previous voice note, so you'll see that change when we reach the only 5 seconds left period, which is about to come up now. And there it is. You see it goes blue instead of red. And I'm going to let go, and that was perfectly timed as well. So that's 2 1-minute voice notes, and then you can play these back. Now, sometimes people have had difficulties sending voice notes. One of the common problems is recording something that looks like a 0-second message, and that tends to happen because the LinkedIn mobile app hasn't been given the permissions to use your phone's microphone. So to fix that, you'd need to go into your system preferences and then into the settings of the LinkedIn app from there and say allow microphone. If the very first time you were prompted you dismissed that, it probably won't ask you again, so you've got to go and consciously make that change. So if you're having problems recording voice notes, that's the first thing that I would check. And also, voice note recording can be a little bit glitchy sometimes, so it's a good idea to quit and reopen the LinkedIn mobile app if you haven't done that, if you're having problems with voice notes. And one last thing is that sometimes when you record these messages, you can't immediately listen to them back. In which case you want to just close out of the direct message stream that you're in with the person and then re-enter it a few seconds later, and then you'll find that the thing will play back for you. I hope that helps. Speak to you soon.